Hey YouTubers, welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is your host Frank the Vamp. And today I'm answering a personal fan request from Dead Dan from Dead Rio. Please subscribe to him. He's an awesome dude. He does this awesome segment called Bury or Buy, which is really cool. And he asked me, hey, he says, Frank, can you do a 80's Showdown? And of course, I say yes. I'm gonna do an 80's Showdown with the two movies of your choice, and he came out with two really weird yet awesome movies. So in 1984, there was this wonderful movie called Gremlins. And this whimsical little creatures, I almost want to do that gizmo dance like this. But we're not going to talk about that movie today. Now, allegedly, Hollywood did the best thing they could do after watching a good film. Copy the shit out of it. Allegedly. So other movies started to come out. We're not implying anything, but they all started featuring little creatures that were obnoxious, foul-mouthed, evil, and sometimes consuming flesh, just like gremlins. But it's just an allegedly a coincidence, all right? So for today's 80's Showdown, spoilers. There's gonna be some spoilers. So for today's 80's Showdown, from the depth of hell, the little tiny slimy I can't believe I'm gonna say that, but yes, coming out of the toilet type of creatures, weighing measly somewhere between 2 to 10 pounds, and with complete gibberish of talking and just incredibly disgusting. Those are the Ghoulies. The Ghoulies. This wonderful movie made around 1985, let's say, with Luca Bercovici as the director, starring Peter Liapis and Lisa Pelican. And on your right, from outer space, these little foul-mouthed creatures that seem to really like to eat flesh, and they're like little porcupines with little needles that might kill you if they go into your bloodstream. Um, Here, directed Critters, made in around 1986, directed in 1986 by Stephen Herrick, starring D. Stone and Scone Grimes, among others. So, without further ado, we're gonna dive into what it is. Ghoulies versus Critters. Yay! But before I can do that, I don't feel comfortable doing this kind of get up. I mean, if these are B movies, okay, they're really cheesy. They're so bad that they're good, okay. So if they're so bad that they're good, I need a disguise. I can't do it like this. I need to do it with something that may help me stand the enormous amount of cheese we're gonna digest. So I'll be right back. I hope you guys like me with my disguise. Okay, folks, I'm back. I think I should be protected by the enormous amount of cheese fumes that I'm going to inhale. So, without any further ado, let's talk about best story. Hey, by the way, if you have never seen my 80's Showdown, this is where we pin two 80's movies. Basically talking and contrasting two movies using crazy categories. And this time we're going to use best story, creature design, funniest moment, coolest kill, scare factor, and fan factor. And with me being the tiebreaker, here we go, best story. So, let's start with Ghoulies. Okay. So this young man that may or may not have some of his descendants to be really creepy wizard assholes, may have inherited this house to him, where he goes in and moves in with his girl, and then he decides to have this party, and invited a bunch of assholes, including some dude named Dick. I kid you not. And of course, what are a bunch of 80s dudes, including stoners, dicks, hot chicks? They all go together. Of course, they're gonna summon the supernatural. Yes, they're gonna call the dead. They're gonna do some satanic crap. So, yep. And of course, you know what's gonna happen. Yeah, shit's gonna go down. And of course, the ghoulies have been summoned, chasing a reaction where then he wants to resurrect his may or may not be dad that used to be a wizard just like he wants to be. And ghoulies happen, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Skitty scat. All right, so that's ghoulies. Now we go to critters. Critters, basically, you got this little creature that may have escaped into going to planet Earth, stopping for a bite to eat. And if they like cheeseburgers, good news, but they also like human flesh. So, or is it that do they like cheeseburgers made out of human flesh? Hmm. Anyhow, two bounty hunters go down to get him, and hilarity ensues as this little creatures go into a barn, run into a giant bull, cause havoc, and really kick ass. So, out of these stories, which one is the better? I love a good demonic story from the as the next guy, but I just gotta give it to Critters. So I think Critter gets the point because of marrying the sci-fi and horror together. It's just a no-brainer. So point goes to Critters. Now we go by funniest moment. For Critters, I definitely chose a moment that there's many funny moments, of course, but one that really made me laugh was the one with the bowling scene by the bounty hunters. I mean, it's out of nowhere. I mean, it doesn't further the story, doesn't do anything except the two crazy bounty hunters go inside the bowling alley, all dressed up in leather, looking all weird, and cannonball that bowling ball through the lane, destroying the pins. Is hilarious. But now we go to the funniest moment by, of the movie Ghoulies. Oh my god, the shouting scene is so incredible. It goes. I mean, it's about waking the dead, but even the dead scream. Everybody scream. The little people scream. It went on for way too long. It was so hilarious. If you've seen this, I mean, it's one of the funniest moments in the 1980s movie history. So funniest moment definitely goes to Ghoulies. So Ghoulies, taking the lead. Um, no, I'm sorry, tying it up 1-1. I'm sorry, 1-1. So Critters won and Ghoulies won. Now we go to creature design because I thought that doing skin factor was not appropriate for these two movies, especially because one is PG-13. So creature design, we got the ghoulies are really slimy. Some that look like rats. I really enjoy the one that's a baldy that goes inside the toilet. Definitely, appreciate that. However, they're kind of really cheesy looking. I really like the one that was inside the clown looking figure. It was really terrifying. But generally, the design of the monsters themselves was not very good. Then we got critters. Critters are just adorable little furry foul mouthed creatures, aren't they? They got all this kind of porcupine kind of appearance. They're always talking foul mouthed. They're really I mean, with their eyes glowing and stuff. I mean, it's their their design is a little bit more sharp. It's precious, and they I would have thought one if it wouldn't just kill me and eat me and make me and completely made me a cheeseburger and totally eat me. So definitely, I will go that in this case, Creator gets the point. So Creators takes the lead on creature design there. So now we are moving on to the next category, which is Just give me one moment, folks. Technical difficulties. Here we go. All right, we're back here. So, coolest kill. This is where it gets really fun. We got for Ghoulies, we got the tongue kill. First it's a chick, then it's a dude, then the tongue gets way long and kills, and pretty much chokes the guy. Pretty damn cool for Ghoulies. But we got Critters, where the kill is just amazing. Where with it's basically three lines. The guys stick out the shotgun through the door, and then one of them says, in their little weird critter language, he says, "Hey, they have weapons." And the other guys, kind of shrugs it off and takes out the shotgun and blows the shit out of the little critter. And the other guys goes, "Fuck." It's unbelievable. I mean, I could also go for the funniest moment, but is the to me the kill itself was just so awesome that it deserves coolest kill. So Critters takes the points. So you know, Critters taking the lead here. Critter going far here. So 3-1 so far for Critters. So we go to the next category, which is scare factor. Now, I guess you could say that the critters could be scary, if so, even creepy, with the forming a gigantic ball but to me they're just a lot of comic relief. But in now as scare factor goes, you got in Ghoulies you just have wizards, you have demons, you have resurrections, little people, we have corpses, we have guys in robes. It's a little bit more scary. So definitely, scare factor definitely goes to Ghoulies. So 3-2. So fan factor is to force a tiebreaker, or to basically go to make it go all the way to the end and ending our review here. A little 80's showdown. So Ghoulies is a lot of fun. I mean, it's the cheesiness of it all, the little people. I mean, it just got weirder and weirder as it went on. I mean, it's so entertaining. As a B movie goes, it's really hard. So this is a hard thing, but I just can't go on for 2 minutes without looking at the critters and just going like, "Aw, if I could only adopt me, but he will probably just kill me. If I could just adopt one little furry thing, he'll just probably tell me to fuck myself, make him a cheeseburger, and slash my throat." They're so adorable. I just can't watch critters and not laugh, not love them, not want to nurture them. So, fun factor to me goes to critters, and that can only mean one thing. That can mean that the actual critters takes the challenge. So, despite a strong opposition by Ghoulies, I think they won by a needle. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my 80s showdown. Thank you, Dead Dan, for the awesome idea. From Dead Real, like I said, once again, subscribe to him. He is way awesome. And also want to finish the review by saying that I am currently working for my great friend, another great friend that you guys have to definitely subscribe. And that's Grumpy Andrew, and he asked me for the Howling versus an American Werewolf in London. So that's gonna take a little bit of time, but I am working on it. It's just that it's really hard to choose between those two movies, and I'm doing a little bit more background. I gotta try to rewatch The Howling here. I recently saw American Werewolf in London, but I haven't seen the. To be honest, I haven't seen The Howling in years. So I got some work to do, some homework to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please like. If you didn't, also tell me why. And tell me on comments if you like it or not. And subscribe. This is Frank the Van from the Gas Mask, wishing you all a happy day. Take it easy, and And please adopt a ghoulie and adopt a critter. They could seem like diabolical little things that might kill you, but in the end, they'll get you anyways. Have fun, take care, be well, and subscribe.